Hunter Warrior, and today we will show you variations of roundhouse kicks. One of the first kicks which we will show you is the back leg kick. Let's first demonstrate. If the fighter stays guards, boom. Yeah, you kick, boom. Kick, boom. To do this kick properly, make sure you turn your hip, your shoulder, and you pivot on your toe to generate more power. So the power won't come just from your legs, it will come from your hips. The scenario to use the back leg is a power kick. You can use in a combination, whether you punch, finish with a power kick, or whether you kick to distract them to do punches. It's very comfortable to kick. You have a more flexibility to turn your hip. So whether you kick in low, make sure you pivot on a standing foot, raising the heel, pivot. So same time as I pivot, I turn my shoulder and my hip facing opposite direction. So whether I'm kicking low or whether I'm kicking high. So make sure your opposite hand guards up, your other hand chops down. Same time I turn my shoulder and turn my hip. And same time I kick. And we kick. The concept of this kick is that it gives an opponent a sign that you'll be using this leg to kick as it's a slower kick, and then it takes more effort as you have to turn your hip fully. So if I'm kicking high, he has more chance of catching leg. Boom, he can, yes. So he has more chance if they see it coming, or whether the opponent can read and intercept your kick. So whether I'm kicking, they can stop you in between. Yeah, so before I even try to kick, they try to stop you. Boom. So that's a sign of this kick that they can see it clearly, so that's why they can react to it. So to avoid the projection, we will use the speed leg on the spot kick. So the way to do on the spot kick, first I'll demonstrate, is straight away you kick, boom. Same time, we'll use the left hand to chop, turning shoulder and turn your hip. And same time, you also turn, you pivot on your toes, raising your heels, so that will make you turn your hip fully. So the pros of this kick is that it's not obvious for opponent to see it, and as it's a speed leg, you can straight away kick. You don't need to give any signs, it does not project. It's harder to kick as it's a front leg, so that means you need more flexibility to kick. Well, so especially when you're on the spot, you need to turn your hip. So you need to be more flexible on your front hip to turn. If you're injured and you can't use your right leg, yeah, you need to improve your left leg, work on the flexibility, speed, and so you'll be able to generate power, so you can still use your left leg, whether you're facing southpaw or orthodox. Yeah, so you can still use it. Also distance, this kick can be performed in a shorter distance. So if he's in a shorter distance, yes, I can kick. But if it's further, I just miss. So another kick to make sure that we close the distance, if he's going further, is stepping forward kicks. If the person is further, so I'll step forward and I kick. You go back. So you step, back leg step forward, and we switch the legs, and we use left leg to kick. Then you go back. So remember again, yeah, to close the distance, you step with the right leg forward, kick with the left leg, use the left arm to chop again, turn your left hip, and turn your standing foot pivot. Same time, you guard with your right hand. You kick here. Then you go back. So this is a perfect way to close the distance. Yeah, whether you just kick in or whether you're using a combination. One of the main cons of this kick is that as we need to have a distance to kick, so when I step forward, I need to have a distance to kick, so I'm comfortable to kick, I have to generate my power. But if the person walk in same time, I literally can't kick, I just clash, so we clash. So one of the main cons is that if you don't have enough distance, it's very hard to perform this kick. You basically won't be able to kick properly. So we watch again. This is now what time. The next kick which we will do is switching leg kick. So when they come in, I'll switch same time, then I can kick. So that way I create my distance when I switch my legs. So we do slower, switch, kick. So make sure you switch faster. If you want to kick faster, you have to switch faster. So when they come in, kick, switch. Imagine if they step in with the punch or kick and I'm too slow with switching, They can cut you with a jab or cross. Yeah, they can hit you. They can intercept you. I know it's a con that it's as you switch, the kick can be slower, but you can train yourself for switching faster. So you train yourself to switch faster and kick. So technically, the con becomes pro. So it's all based on you and your training. So you have to keep training consistency and speed if you want to generate power, and you always test it different ways, whether they're punching, whether they're kicking, whether they're closing distance, whether they're keeping this distance. So check the way they move and test your kick. Thank you very much, guys, coming in and watching my YouTube channels. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you very much.